used an AI called Cheater Buster to catch his girlfriend on Tinder and then confronted her about it in the car. And let's just say this wasn't too pretty.
Why do you have a Tinder notification going off on your phone?
No.
Who are you messaging?
I'm not messaging anyone. Look, we're going to be together.
Stop.
Give me my...
Stop.
It's old. Come on. Give me the phone.
It's not old.
Oh, chill out.
Oh my God.
Madison, chill. I did not want to say anything, but my boy Luke, he said that he fucking matched with her.
Why are you just adding to the situation? I didn't match with anybody.
Because you're doing it, because I thought he was kidding, and now check it.
But I don't want to check it. I want to hear it from you.
Give me my phone.
Oh my God.
Let the man do the...
I'm turning this off.
No, don't leave that on. Leave that.
I don't even know anybody named Luke.
Hey, Luke. Don't cry. Don't act innocent. Chill out.
Stop filming. You're making it worse. All you've done is fuel the fire. You're lucky that we even invited you on this trip, and you're just making it worse.
Do y'all think him and his friend were in the right? Leave a like and follow to never get cheated on. This man used an AI called Cheater Buster to catch his girlfriend on Tinder and then confronted her about it in the car. And let's just say this wasn't too pretty.
Why do you have a Tinder?
One more video. Been busy this weekend, or actually my 2 days off, been busy. One more video before I get back to the normal life of going to work and okay. I don't understand why women, I don't understand men and women today. I definitely don't understand how women today, I mean, it wasn't like this back in my early 20s and my early teen years, or late teen years. It wasn't like that for me. The women didn't act like that. Women didn't go out and cheat and just pile up boyfriends. I mean, it started with men. Yes, it started with men, because I used to sit there as a young man and feel like every time, one of my cousins or someone that I cared about, a female, started liking a guy, or a guy started liking her, I always went behind their back and would check him. You know what I'm saying? And then I would give subliminal messages to her to let her know that, yeah, he's legit or he's not. You know what I'm saying? But without coming right out and saying, busting on the dude. I had one cousin, and I used to watch her boyfriend, and me and him almost got into it. He walked into my bedroom, and we was about to fight. But I don't understand today how relationships are so toxic. This is what we need to focus on, and I believe this is the answer right here. God is tired of our fornications. He's tired of men not being women. He's tired of women not being a submissive model. Number one. That's just my belief. Because when we enter the kingdom of heaven, all this stuff is going to go back to its original design. This is why everybody doesn't go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven because they think they're just going to have more of the sin that they love to do. No. When you go to heaven, you're going to be like Adam and Eve. Eve was the submissive model to her husband. There was no other women there for Adam to be looking at, or to, be chasing after, or, there was no TikTok. There was no, dating sites. All of us, even me, I go to these dating sites. And how many of us go to a dating site and we get all excited because we got like 20 women coming after us at one time. When I go to the Filipina dating site, because I love Asian girls. Okay, well, I love Asian women, and Filipino women are, a lot, I hate to say it, but easier than Chinese and Japanese to connect with. I don't know if that makes them sluttish or if that makes them just more into dating outside the country. I don't know. You teach me something, but these women coming at me at 20. Matter of fact, just before I turned on this phone, there was like about, another email from, and I'm not even a Patreon of the site. You know what I mean? Like, I never paid them any money, but yet I keep getting emails from them. Okay. And, one of the engine controllers, she called me, and even after I called her back and told her I'm not ready to pay any money right now, I just want to wait till got my bags packed and I'm on my way to the Philippines, and then I'll start answering some of these girls, these ladies. They still call me and try to get me to reconsider and all this. Like, money doesn't reconsider. Okay, and a person's plans don't reconsider. I don't, like, the Philippines, like America, is full of people constantly cheating. Like a walk in the park. They just cheat. They cheat on each other like clockwork. I mean, and sex, is sex is just constant around the clock, and people don't give themselves time to heal between relationships. People don't give their time. They don't give their body a rest before they go to the next person. They yeah, it is whorish. It is sex. It's like sex traffic to me. Like it's, and that's all it is. And we as men of God, I'm a man of God. I'm supposed to go in there and this is the way I'm going to find love. No, I'm not going to find love. This is why I only go after women that are of the house of Israel, which actually is the church. Okay, and that doesn't mean Israel literally blood-born. That means the church of the living God. I only date Christians, okay? Because I've talked to a lot of these women online and when you talk about the main thing you need to talk about is God, they're lost. And then they come up with stuff, and that's like, okay, you do know that Christianity is a biblical faith, right? And you do know that if you're going to call yourself Catholic, or you're going to call yourself this or that or whatever, it has to line up with the Bible. If it doesn't line up with the Bible, it's anathema. It's garbage. Okay. But people don't want to line up with the Bible today. God created men and women. He created sex. He created childbirth. He created marriage. Marriage was his idea. The first man and woman to practice holy matrimony in the Bible was Adam and Eve. Okay? But yet we feel that we can alter. We can change the perimeters. We can tweak, the algorithms of this. You know what I'm saying? No, we cannot. Because all we're doing is crashing the computer. We're crashing. And that's what this is right in front of you. Crashing. And now, you encourage men and women to have open relationships, and that you You know, and you know, watching YouTube and watching women, you know, eroticize every video. You know, every video is about your wish, if you wish, to get in that booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's this you know, African girl I just started watching on here, and her first video she did, I almost said, you know what, I'll never watch you again. But her first video was her pouring water all over herself so that her dress would stick to her butt cheeks, you know. And, you know, then I understood that her pouring water on herself was not the moral of the video. The moral of the video was her being wicked and her mama caught her, which her and her mama are played by the same person. But these two characters never change clothes. I mean, like, you know, I don't care if you're from Africa or you're from Pittsburgh, you know, we change clothes. You know what I'm saying? From video to video. Come on now, you know. I mean, are you making all these videos in one day for the rest of your life? Like, what the heck? Like, come on. You know, but that's just where we're at today. Like, people just feel that it's all about sex. Everything is sex, and everything is not sex. Sex is two things: consummation of your marriage and celebration of your love. Consummation of your marriage and celebration of your love. And I know that a lot of men, when they look at women, okay, their goal is to you know, shelf her, okay, so that he'll have, you know, because he wants to have that working for himself when he goes home. When he goes home, he wants to, you know, get his nuts off, okay? That's basically where it ends, and that's basically where it starts. A man wants to hook up with a woman, and he feels that because he talked to her and he took her out on a nice date and all like that, he paid to get in between her legs and have that coochie to himself every night. In some cases, to share that coochie with other people, you know, every week, you know. But no, that's not the algorithm. That's not the perimeter. Okay. A man is supposed to be one woman and one woman with one man. And if you must divorce, that is the only way that you go to another man or another woman. If you must divorce. Now, the church will tell you that we don't practice divorce. Everybody practices divorce if they need be. Because if my life is unhappy enough, okay, I'm not going to make it simply more unhappy by, you know, staying in a marriage. But this is the thing. I've been divorced since 2000. This is 2023. And I have not been with another woman sexually since then. I went out on dates with good Christian women that I thought were good Christian women. Okay. But I have not, you know, defiled God, you know, or stabbed God in the back or threw Jesus under the bus by having, you know, sex with random women. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I think it's nasty. I think it's dirty. I think it's sinful. I think it makes me less of a man and her less of a woman. I really do. And I think that, like the Bible says, you know, when you know, because I'm carrying, like, my ex-wife wasn't a Christian. And she was very sexually promiscuous before we got together. And when me and her hooked up, I was just another part of the game of sexual promiscuity, okay, in her life. Even though I'm supposed to be this minister of the Lord, you know. And I have issues with myself ever since her and I divorced. Like, I used to be the last person to get angry at anything. Now I'm angry at everything. It's almost like a curse where I'll never ever be the same D-Roy that I was before she met me. And then I'll never be the little innocent guy, even though, I repented of my sins and my fornications. It's like I'll never be the little D-Roy that I used to be. You know what I mean? Little innocent D-Roy that I used to be. I don't feel innocent. Like, I feel forgiven, but I don't feel innocent. Like I'm angry when it comes, like I'm angry when I think about it. I still get flashbacks. And then like I watch YouTube and I get mad at the camera screen, like, because they're doing everything that I failed, where I failed at, they're repeating it. And the things that, I'm encouraged not to engage in since they failed me, everybody's doing it. And it's not good. It's not good. It makes you less of a man. It makes you less of a woman. I feel like less of a man. I feel like less of a man. And even though I'm forgiven because I repented, I still feel like less of a man. Because here I have to, my kids still never got over our divorce. You know what I mean? A divorce that was definitely 100%, 0.99% going to happen. Because we weren't people of God. We were like somebody from Israel and somebody from Hamas hooking up together. I mean, we were, the only thing that was there was the sex. The rest of us was not there. And this is what y'all got to understand. Like, this is what y'all got to understand. That sex is not something that you have to, we have to eat every day. That's the only physical thing that we have to do. We have to eat every day, like domestic food, not junk food, but we have to eat, our protein and vegetables every day, or we will die. We have to drink water every day, or we will die. You don't have to have sex as often as you can. You don't. Now, if you're married, that changes things. You need to have sex often enough because your marriage will die if you don't have sex with your spouse. And I've seen couples, I would not call them a marriage. They break up, and this is why I'm divorced, because the church wanted me to practice this, but I refused. This is why I'm divorced. This is what the church wanted me to practice. Okay, you don't get along, you separate, but you don't divorce. No, I don't want to be separated from her all my life. Now she divorced me, which, but I was probably going to divorce her in another 2 years if things didn't work out anyway, but she divorced me. And I signed them papers like a bat out of hell. But so I'm not innocent in that regard either. But, I didn't try to hold on to her when she decided. I said, you sure? You sure? Okay. Give me a pen, But she wasn't sure because she spent the next 5 years after that thinking that every time she saw me, she had to fight with me about us breaking up. And one day I looked at her and I says, get over me. You divorced me, remember? I says, get over me. I'm over you, get over me. And she just froze. I think it stabbed her in the chest and she was doing a lot of heavy drinking after that, before that. And she just froze. I said, Leslie, get over me. It's okay. We don't have to fight anymore. We're divorced. Okay? The only thing I'm concerned about is the kids. And she She did not get over me right away. She froze like I've never seen the world stand that still before. Like, God, she froze. And she just looked at me with this look of horror. And then she, next thing you know, she just started doing other things. She went out. Yeah, she did go out, and she found herself a man, and another man, and another man, and another man, and none of them worked. And then she, started doing more than drinking. She started drinking super heavy and some other things until, she lost custody of the kids. And, the kids are with me. And, but I gave them back. After she proved to me that she could go one day without being an alcoholic, I gave them back. And because my youngest daughter, when she turned 15, she was doing a lot of running away from home, and that it really bothered her when she turned 15 years old. Like, when she turned 15 years old, she had a wake-up call that was not of God and was not based on reality. She just ran out there, and she just started hanging out with all the wrong people. She started acting like her mom, with the alcohol in the pot and all that stuff. And I think that's where she got it from. And, I'm glad my baby girl is back, to being normal again. She grew out of that. She didn't stay on to it like her mom. It took some man to get her out of it. But she got out of it all on her own after she got tired of, and she came on home. But then when she came home, I gave custody of her back to her mom. And then her mom called me on the phone a week later, said, "You come get these kids. They're crazy." I said, "I tried to warn you." But sitting down together as a divorced couple and trying to talk to them didn't help. And it was like, one of us would let the other person talk, and then one of us would just wait, and then we would say, "You need me to chime in?" And my older daughter would say, "No." Okay. This right here that you're seeing in front of you is not where you want to find yourself. Whether this is an enactment, okay, or to advertise their cheater thing, or whether this is real. And a friend shouldn't be there. I'm sorry, your friend shouldn't be there. It's between him and her. The friend shouldn't be in the back seat. Matter of fact, I made it a vow that if I ever get married again, what me and my wife do, whether we fight or whether we, whether we're, just having a good day out on the town or whatever, or dropping a friend off at the state's office or whatever, okay, there's not going to be no third party. There's not going to be no men coming in my house anymore. Okay. I've had men come in my house and try to tell me how to run my house and try to tell me how to raise my daughters, and look how they raise their daughters. Look how they treat their wife. Get the heck out of here, man. That'll never happen again. I'll never have a third person in my life ever again. I'm going to let any girl that I'm with, I'm going to let her, who's that? Okay, is he bringing a date? Is this a double date? What is this? No, he can go wherever he's going, sweetheart. He can go wherever he's going. Hey, man, I'm going to drop you off and I'll see you later. No. I'm taking my wife out to eat. We have some very important things to talk about. Thank you for your help. Thank you for that little thing you did for me. And she's busted, yeah, but you're not going with me. Okay, I got this. What if she starts swinging? What if you get mad and hit her? That happens. Okay, but you're not going to hang out with us. Okay, this is between me and her. Because what her biggest peeve with him is going to be? The fact that he had his friend involved. And that's like, she might as well be screwing two guys, since she got to fight with both of them. This is between, even though the guy helped him bust her, he shouldn't beat her to let her know that he helped him bust her. And how you know that he wants to bang her too, you know? No, you don't do that. You keep other men out of it, okay? But in closing, I don't understand this. Like, women today don't understand how serious relationships are. When you're with a man, this is why you should wait till you graduate from college and start to live on your own and really start. That's where you really are lonely at. When you graduate from college and all like that, that's when you should worry about, being, intimate and married and all like that, and have a lifelong companion. When you graduate from college and you start to live your life, that's when you should do it. Not in high school, not, while you're in college trying to study. And then you got to worry about, your little jealous boyfriend or your jealous girlfriend or whatever. You don't need that. And you trying to be friends with everybody because you're still immature. Truth of the matter is, when you get married, and I didn't say, why you date, and I said when you get married. When you get married, there are no male friends. All your male friends are friends of the family. I say this in every video I do on this subject. And all your female friends are friends of the family. That goes for both you and the man, or you and your woman. There are no friends. Like he isn't his friend and he isn't her friend. He's a friend of the family. And he should be looking out and taking up for both of them. Okay? And a lot of men don't understand that today. I did videos where I told you how, I would meet girls that are way too young for me. They're about the same age as my daughters or younger. And you got this big muscle-bound guy, running up on me, trying to see what me and his woman talking about. All I said was, I didn't even speak to her. She said hi to me and called me by name. Dude, wake up. She called me by name. She remembers me by my name. She wanted to run up to me and give me a hug and say, hey, D-Roy, I miss you. What's going on? Where you living at now? Blah, 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 blah. He come over there being all nosy. Then Mr. Steve Austin walked in the door about 10 minutes later. Five or 10 minutes later, okay, and he just let him talk to his wife like, what a coward. Why didn't you waltz up on Steve Austin and eavesdrop on his conversation? And I don't mind you eavesdropping, because if that's your wife, you got a right to beat her, but don't be sitting there acting like I'm holding her up when she's holding me up. And I told you, I said that in many videos where guys don't know. There's a difference between, if my wife sees somebody that she knows and she's glad to say hello, and they enter into a conversation, as long as that conversation stays public, as long as it stays like, as long as it ends today, like, okay, you said what you had to say. You brought up some old memories and that. Okay. Well, it was nice running into you again, and we'll see you later, or tell everybody at the old job or whatever, or tell my ex or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I said, hi. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Kind of fine. Okay. But, as long as that's today, like, it's not like we're going to see this guy around all the time and stuff like that. That's fine. Same thing with, and then in closing, too, like, I don't understand why women need to talk, like, it's a shame. It makes me feel like the hell with women, because why do you need to talk to anybody else? The whole point of being on a dating site is to find me. And now you got me. The whole point of you going out, with your girls to a certain place and being all flirtatious or whatever was to get me. At least I thought that. Who's these other men? Why is your phone filled up with all these men? Who are you texting? I'm the man. I'm the penis. You only need one unless you're willing to call yourself a whore. Why do you need anybody else? I don't get that. And men are just as bad. I know about 3 or 4 guys at my job. And when when I come to work, me and the other guys, that's all we talk about. Is how these guys, wait a minute, he's still married? I thought he divorced. No, they're still together. Oh my goodness. And you got women coming there talking about, oh yeah, telling the other women, oh yeah, I broke up with him, and then she gonna go with him, and then she gonna come back and say, I broke up with him, and then she, and they can't, everywhere they go, they think it's about their libido. Everywhere they go, they think they gotta shelf these women. It kills me. If I meet a woman, it stops the world. We can get off now. Like, if I meet a woman, whoa, stop all the planes. Something just happened here. It changes my life. It's supposed to anyway. It changes my life. D-Roy, I tried to call you. Yeah. Then somebody whispers, he's in love. Okay. That's why he's not answering his phone. He's in love. He only answers her calls. She's the most important thing in his life right now, other than him and the kids, I mean, that's how it would be for me. Like, I don't need to be bothered like all my female friends out here that I wave to every day. It's going to just be a wave. Okay? I'm not trying to I just don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand you women, and I don't understand the men either. And I think that in closing, I promise you, it goes both ways. I think, like I said in the beginning, it started with men, and now women are competing with the men, and they're teaching their daughters how to compete with men. They're teaching their daughters how to compete with men. And like I said in the video a couple days ago, don't do it. Women, don't do it. I'm not saying you should be submissive to a man that's going to play around on you. But what I'm saying is don't try to compete with him. Don't try to pay him back by doing masculine crap, because you're only going to get hurt. Okay? He's going to laugh at his mistakes. You're going to cry. You may try to hide behind your girls or whatever, but either way, you're going to cry. He's going to laugh. He's still going to burn in hell, but he's going to laugh. You're going to cry. I also can't stand, I already said that, the idea of men being married. Oh my God. And it's prevalent today. It's so common today, like working a job, like men just constantly. Now, there's a lot of men that they won't do it around me anymore, because I've said it enough times where I'm about to piss them off. They're about ready to punch me. But men, married men, constantly talking about other women and where they like to. Oh my God. If I was married right now, and when I was married, my wife wasn't frickin' Beyonce. She wasn't the ugliest thing in the world, but she wasn't Beyonce either. Okay? I treated her with respect, and sometimes she would accuse me of things, but I'm looking at the woman, sweetheart, so that I don't run her over. Maybe you're looking at her and you're looking at yourself, but I'm looking at the fact that I got my foot off the gas and there's a woman crossing the street, so I got to put my foot back on the brake. I didn't put my foot back on the brake like, oh wow, she's so hot. No, I put my foot on the brake so I don't hit the super hot lady, okay? Because being she's so hot, if I hit her, oh my God, I'm going to feel really, really bad, you know? I'm just joking. But seriously, you know, all right, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching D-Word Cruz, Life Applications Officer. I'm not sure where I want to put this one. I think I'll put this one on my political channel. I've been putting them, yeah, I'll put it on the political channel. No, I think I am going to put it on the business channel. God bless you. Thank you for watching.